Okay, you have anything else?
Good day to you.
Oh, okay.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Do you have something since you have this dude just chilling in front of you?
Hello? Can I help you with something?
Nope.
I'll speak with you later.
Travel
I'll
safely.
deal with that later. I think I already dropped that off. Yeah, I did.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Just let me leave. Now for even more talking as we slowly get all our characters
I
in
met
one
an
place.
elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
Oh. The chaos harms everyone.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll do all I can.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Ooh. Both statements are true. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I agree with, like, nobody should have that much power, but at the same time, if I'm going to, I should use it to change things. Vivian will appreciate this one more. I'll use it to change things.
If that's true,
Oh,
then
no.
I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see why. 'Cause she wants things to be restored to how it was previously, but that's never going to happen. But
Yes?
so essentially, it just went from I agree, like my approval went up and then went down evenly. I need a sneeze. Okay. Tell me about the circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Wasn't the circle disbanded?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
Okay, well, it's an option, so we might as well. Shouldn't you replace Fiona?
If you led all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
What was the circle life like?
What was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
What about your experiences?
So tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
Okay, so I'm just thinking about what I said earlier and why I chose the E, and I'll use it to change things. It's more, in my head, I translate that to I'm gonna change things for better, and I'm gonna actually try and change the current situation so it's not chaos anymore. That was how my brain translated, but I can see how it can be translated to how the game did it. Yeah, that's fair. I was adding in more words than there were, but anyways, was confinement hard?
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to live in the tower. Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a wing at my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere. Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility. All that was required was permission from the first enchanter. Some circles were harsher in their restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst, but it was the exception. Most were quite permissive. Perhaps too permissive, in retrospect.
How did the rebellion start? And
How
ours?
did we come to this state with the circles in revolt?
A failure of perspective that infected circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear
Took
of
more than a
magic
snap.
grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
And this is where Vivian and I go in different directions on how we react to things, but I'm glad that we have such a diverse companion list instead of them all feeling like the exact same person. Do you know, they're giving me so many options with her. Do you know Fiona?
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Were they justified?
Did they have cause to rebel?
I'm doing this out of
In
order.
the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
Mages are fighting mages?
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
I like it's not goodbye, it's never mind. We're just gonna back out of this conversation, apparently.
Yes?
Didn't we just do that? Is this any different?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about the Templars.
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
Having opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarans or men. I have known some who were impossible to endure and some who were utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val Royal. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool, skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
Okay, apparently that's it for that.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Where are you from?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Mont-Simar while still an apprentice.
How did you become a courtier?
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You married a duke?
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
Wait. So I guess I have to ask this here, what does his wife think?
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
What is court enchanter?
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I think we're almost done with her.
Yes?
Ooh, that's a dangerous path. Let's not go down that. Oh wait, what helps? I misunderstood that. I thought, did I say help the circle or help the mages? I don't remember now. Oh, okay, game. What are you doing? Oh, hi, Creme.
Heaven has been filled with
Creme.
silence. I knew then.
Excuse
There
me.
you go.
I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Identify yourself.
Who are you, soldier?
Comisius Aclasi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
Tell me about your company.
What can your Bull's Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
Tell me about your leader.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick his side.
Why give us this message?
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
We welcome help.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Hey, I love you, Creme. Josephine just came in since we have so many things that I want to send her on. In particular, I'm gonna go quickly send that message off. And also, we're getting very close to the end of sessions. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go through all the Sarah's dialogue before I run out of time. Oh, it's getting late. Or it's getting late for recording, at least.
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Red Jenny Inquisition needs bees. We received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tented his fingers and sneered, "Of course." Quite disturbing. First, because it's all the way up here and I'm worried I might forget it's there. So the one says people must be approached carefully. One of the elven scribes can deliver a message and share news of the Inquisition's fair treatment. Well, it also has the least amount of. Actually, no, his does, but his seems very suspicious. So there you go, Josephine.
Let us begin.
And I'm not always convinced the shortest time means the best. Call to Andraste was ready. Call to Andraste. It's incredible how many passages remain undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the sacred ashes. The cult didn't build all of this. It was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest, and one evidently contains strange runes we have yet to translate. If we could find someone capable of doing so, we might prove useful. The runes discovered in the mountain passage during the recent search are of the type never seen before, neither Tevinter nor Elven, and perhaps dating back to the time of Andraste herself. There are a few who might be able to translate script, and benefit of doing so is unknown. Colin can't help us at all, but Josephine, I know of several Antivian scholars who can be discreet. They would happily translate the runes for us. We have agents with magical knowledge and means to acquire text. Let us work on this ourselves. I'm just going to do Liliana because, one, I'm ending the session soon, so this hour-long time doesn't matter. Two, she's not doing anything.
Let's see what we have.
Boop. Boop. Yep. Since I only have like a minute or two if this ever loads, let's just go sell my stuff and then I'll be good. Hey, we got Sarah's approval.
A learned child is a blessing upon
But we
his
also
parents
have
and
some
on his
stores. We have some stuff we can sell, and then we can have more inventory. Whoop. More than I already do because of getting the plus 15 in my bag. Buy and sell. Valuables. Too many breaches. Oh, I still need to go through and figure out which of these I can sell. Sell. I probably shouldn't sell my bow of greatness. I'll keep my bow of greatness for a little bit. Don't know. Oh, I can't do that here.
And Mother just
I have to go into here. Nope. Into here. And unmark. There you go.
will treat all demon claw wounds as you suggest to deal with the venom.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't have as much time. Everything new, Varric?
Need something?
Not really.
Carry on.
Ooh, did we level up at all? Yes, we did. Let's do that. I should get more in here. Fire powerful shots, explosive impact, damaging enemies around your target. Dive out of trouble and fire hail of arrows if the enemies are trying to close in. Yes, because I'm having a lot of issues with that. Cassandra. Still working towards that. You can deal more damage against enemies that are stunned or knocked down, better than before. Sarah, I have 6 to spend on you. At least do 2 there. Then I feel like poison would be something good for her. Poison effects looks longer. Yep. And then some bows. Death from above. You learn to pick apart enemies that are still on the memory. Yep, there you go. Vivienne. Why does she have 7? Okay, sure. Chain lightning. That. Lightning bolt. That there for now. Barrier. Peaceful aura. Guardian. Wait. Hostile magic and status effects from allies will strip me beneficial from enemies. Yeah, that's good. Magic energy to expand, the more damage your spells do. Storms will come to your aid even without you calling it. When you're in combat, lightning will periodically strike. Yes. Yes, please. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Sarah Vivian Solis. You have one. You mark the ground with a glyph that takes a short time to prime. Once it's ready, it will freeze the first time you step on it. You have mastered the calling of coal, increasing effectiveness. Mirrors explodes into wild magic. When enemies destroy it, the blast freezes all nearby enemies and allows you to cast the next spell. I like this. And Varric, you have two. Let's give you one bow thing. Oh yeah, you need more bow things. Explosive shot. And then grappling hook the target, then yank it hard. Nope, yeah, that's the last thing you need, Varric. Your critical hit tears through enemy armor, leaving it surrounded for a short time. Or sundered for a short time, sure. Boop boop. I think Varric was the last one on that list, yes. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think that is a good place to end the session. So, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. See you in the next video. I'm not setting myself up, so I know where to go tomorrow. Or tomorrow, whenever I next record it. There we go. There's Sarah. So,
fix the door just like you asked, Flitter.
I forgot what I was doing. I just broke down a little bit. So many people talking. No! Okay, now it's the song. So yes, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.